Yo! Okay, we're here. Hey guys, it's Beth. Welcome to Pokemon. I wanted to do Pokemon, and our good friend Gesapina was doing a Nuzlocke of, what's it called? Fucking, Shining Pearl or Brilliant Diamond, and I was like, you know what? Now is the time. Considering that this game just got re-released, this is a good excuse to do it. So, you know, typical Nuzlocke rules and all that jazz. Pokemon. Yeah, exactly. I hit the wrong button. No, I hate stupid-ass frickin' slow text speed. Making me hold down buttons to go faster. You can no longer use profanities in the Switch versions. I'm fine with that, considering that it's going to be... It's integrated with Pokemon Home, so it does make sense. Like, it does make sense. It is, like, unfortunate for... Like, you know, some things are not allowed for no reason. I know one thing from, can't even name your rival asset. Yes, it is a rite of passage to do that. But, I'm just gonna go with... Oh, you can actually use the analog sticks. Phenomenal. I'm just gonna go with Leaf. I think that's fine. But when it comes to, like, you don't want, you don't want kids to have, like, things on the GTS be slurs, you know? So I don't blame them. You're Leaf. So I'm Leaf, so you have to be Fire. Duh. I know how this works. There we are. Yes, you're Fire, I guess. Your hair looks like fire. There you go. It works perfectly. I cannot wait until I have, From my memory, the GTS had slurs anyway due to Game Shark. Yeah, but, you know, they're trying to prevent that from happening now. You know? Let's go for red. I'm feeling some red here. Withdraw item. Okay. So I'm going to do, in order to pick the starter for this run, I'm going to insist on doing it the right way. The way we're going to do it is, I'm going to roll a 1 through 9, and, you know, you have a chance for 1 through 3, Bulbasaur, 4 through 7, wait, how does, wait, no, 4 through 6. I don't know what I'm talking about. I was trying to adjust. My brain's not super good. But yeah, basically, they just want less opportunities for people to have slurs in the Pokemon game, which I think is completely fair. Okay, so 1 through 3 is going to be Bulbasaur, 4 through 6 is going to be Squirtle, and then 7 through 9 is going to be Charmander. I'm going to now roll number. One through 9. Slurs are indeed bad. Who could have guessed this? Okay, so we are getting... Okay, we have rolled a 6, which would be, in fact, you. So that's a Squirtle. Squirtle time. Oh, female Squirtle. Holy shit. That's rare. What do we name a good old turtle tank? As the gods intended. Let's see. Alright, I got it. Welcome to the team, Konami. Good name? But I was like... I don't know why, the first letter I always try to go for when naming something is X. And I'm like, there are so few names that start with X. What am I trying to do here? Unfortunately, no shiny Squirtle. Damn. I love this Bulbasaur sprite so much. And obviously, like, Bulbasaur is my favorite Pokemon. Like, I will probably pick Bulbasaur at another point. But, you know, that's the best part about these games releasing on the Nintendo Switch. I can use multiple profiles and have infinite of the Pokemon. I can infinite Pokemon. Why do you get a crit? That's unfair to me. 6, 7. Hell yeah. Funny, due to the power of gambling, Leaf got water and Fire got grass. That is true. That does tend to be how it works. Alright. So obviously we don't have Pokeballs yet, so we can't encounter anything yet. We can't get our starter Pokemon. The one thing I hope for is getting, like, a Nidoran in the early routes, because the fact is, Nidoran in these early games is just phenomenal. Especially since you can have a fully evolved Pokemon before the second gym. It's fucking awesome, and it learns so many TMs. I just realized I should be killing everything here because of how, everything works. I also just realized, I can definitely cut down the bottom of the screen a little bit more. Hold on, let me just, Ah, shit, I reset it by mistake. Whatever. Oh, that looks about right. Okay. And let's just, squish this right about there. You know what? Nah, I'll keep it big. There we are. Perfect. Or you know what? I'll move you there. Transcuto is now a permanent fixture. Of course it is. Why would it not be? Just put this down here. It's very important. Yeah. We'll just have it be there. Do you not remember the fact that every time we do stuff like this, it ends up like this? Hold on, let me quickly, I'm also going to fix one very important thing. Just give me one quick moment. It's this one. No, put that. Just, unlock that and... There we are. Perfect. Now we have this fixed. Perfect. Everything is now perfect. But yeah, you gotta remember that every time we do this, we end... Like, that's where the live Sneasel reaction came from, you know? Post your live Sneasel reaction for the chat. Hell yeah. You know what, actually, for old time's sake, can you quickly send me the live Sneasel reaction JPEG? And I'll put it on screen, because I don't know where it is anymore. I've lost it. Okay, now I got Bubble. Let's fucking go. The sweep begins now. See, hold on, where are you? No, it's not there. I could have sworn there was one around here, but I guess not. There are hidden items that you can find, but they're all, specifically berries, you can actually see the spots that they are taking up on the ground. It is done. You have sent me the Sneasel. Hell yeah. Just gonna take that real quick, put that right there. And then... yeah, perfect. Thank you. I think that was the first stream that you joined us for, actually, now I think about it, was the Let's Go. Might have been in a few before, I don't remember. My memory isn't good, so I can't remember either, I'll be honest. Also, because I know people are going to be playing this for the first time, and a lot of people get annoyed by these blue screens, there's a very important thing that you need to do when playing this game. And then, in button mode, do L equals A, and it makes it so that, you can... what? It's not letting me use the D-pad anymore. What? That's not normal. Hello? Oh, there is something wrong. There is something wrong here. I think they edited that too, because there was not previously just an LR option. The LA option previously would let you use the L button as A. So, because it completely just fucked with the settings for no reason. That is so weird. Alright, well, whatever. Do we have Pokeballs now? We do. We have 5 Pokeballs. Damn, couldn't even get through the first patch of grass. Alright. Good old Yegg Dip. Alright. That's pretty good for catching. Easy clap. Now, I don't know if I'm going to focus training them because, unfortunately Pidgey has one of the worst level up curves in the game. Like, it's genuinely, like, it's worse than the starter Pokemon, so it levels up slower. It's not as bad as, like, the dragons, for instance, but pretty bad. I guess Ace is gonna have to be Atos my Staravia. Damn. I mean, Staravia's good. Nice, Roz. I gotta be careful. Things can crit me here. We gotta be careful, we gotta be willing to run. This is a run option. Alright, so I'm gonna try and focus and see if I can get a Nidoran in the next route. Also, if you press all 4 buttons at once on the face, it does a soft reset. So, for people doing shiny hunting, it's really easy. You literally just press all face buttons at once. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to be able to get a Pikachu in Viridian Forest because that's very low odds. But it would have been nice to have an electric type this early on. But, you know, we haven't gone in yet. We don't know for sure. And technically, I could get very lucky with, next route. I can catch a bug. And then with Dupe's Claws, I can, just keep re-rolling and hopefully get a Pikachu. But, you know, successfully gamble. Exactly! It's all about the numbers. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Well, I guess I'm getting a rat. Alright. I suppose I should have gone for, should have gone the next route first, but I don't mind a rat. It's not the rat I would have wanted. I would have preferred the Nidoran rat, but girl, you better not waste all of my Pokeballs. So I'm not spending more than 2 Pokeballs on a level 2 Rattata, girl. Okay, thank you. Alright, this is gonna be our boy Pizza. Actually, you know what? Nah, it's gotta be Hoagie. Hoagie the rat. Alright, well, that's fine. Charles Entertainment Cheese, damn, you right. Maybe I should have gone for the rat pizza. But I wasn't thinking about Chucky. I was thinking about you and your rat, but because it's male, I didn't want to name it you. So, I just went for one of your trained Evo Rats Hoagie, the one that you pay exclusively in Wawa Hoagies, in order to mash the A button. I don't think I have a... I'm checking under my desk right now. I don't have a Switch Pro controller up here. I only got my Joy-Cons, so... It's joy time, baby! Honestly, I would have much preferred getting a Spearow to Pidgey just because the level up is better. And it has Peck from the start, it doesn't just have Tackle. But, you know. Saudi Arabian government never expects the Evo Rats. This is true. This is very true. Alright, that's just a rat. We don't need to worry about this rat. We've already caught a rat. I think in Fire Red we're more likely to get Weedle than Caterpie. Which does kind of suck because Butterfree is probably better, but low odds of using them, especially this early. And that is another Pidgey that we do not need. That's fine. We're just gonna grow Konami's economic wealth. Honestly, it's been so long since I've used Squirtle that I'm actually pretty happy that we got it as the option. But what I'm really happy about is the fact that now that this game has been re-released, you're gonna see Charizards with Metal Claw again. What the heck? There really should be other encounters by now. Like, usually you get Caterpies before now. Ah, well. Metapod was one of the first natural shinies I got. The first natural shiny I ever got was a Zubat. And I later transferred it out of Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. I actually got that on a friend's copy, and he was nice enough to trade it to me, because we had swapped games at, like, recess or something. And he let me keep it. We traded between games. It's really nice of him to do that for me. And unfortunately, I did evolve that into a Crobat, and it looks way worse as Crobat than it does as Zubat. I'm gonna be real. It's a shame, but it was in Let's Go because I'm chronically unlucky. I have so many shiny Caterpie, Butterfree, and Metapod in Let's Go, because I tried to get, I would chain hunt for shinies in Let's Go in order to get Bulbasaur, and I swear to God, I got like 10 Caterpie shinies, and then I was like, alright, I'm done. I'm not looking for any more shiny Bulbasaurs. Every time I've played Pokemon lately, I've gotten at least one, like, natural shiny. like, I was playing, I think it was, yeah, just regular Moon I've been playing a bit of recently, and I got a full odds shiny cutie fly, which is hilarious to me because that's one of my, like, I used to chain hunt with the adrenaline orbs, the, shiny cutie flies, but I never was able to get one. Like, I eventually gave up, and I just found it randomly. When I was a kid, because the first Pokemon game I ever had exposure to was my cousin's copy of Diamond, every time I saw the cut trees, I was like, oh my god, there's a Turtwig in like, the cut trees. Oh my god. And of course that's not the case, because Turtwig hadn't been invented yet, but, like, that was one of the things where, like, when I saw, like, oh, when you rock smash rocks, sometimes you have the chance of, like, encounters, I was like, oh my god, when you cut down the tree, you might get encounters too. But, nah. Nah. Not this time. At my grandparents' house, there is actually a painted, thing of Pidgey. Because me and all of my cousins and my sister, we all drew a bird for a tree for their house. We all have these paintings up, so I have a Pidgey up there because I thought that was cool. Birds are cool. This is true. Apparently I am unable to get any bugs, but I'm, like, trying to get an encounter here. I should probably not be training Hoagie, I should probably be training Dippy, but whatever. Oops, all rats. This is true. I do enjoy rats. I suppose we're going to train up Dippy in the actual forest because, you know, we have all of the bug trainers to get to. This is the average Philly subway rat encounter rate. And not the actual, like, Subway as a location. You're talking about Subway the restaurant. There, I am not finding any frickin' thing that's not... Hold on. I could have sworn... Time to check our favorite source of reliable information, Bulbapedia. So, in Gen 3, it's only 5% odds. So that's our problem. For either Caterpie or Weedle, it's 5% odds here. But that's fine, because I do want to get... I want to try to get a Pikachu in the next area, so... Like... There is no godforsaken reason to go to a Subway and feel like you can get better food from a cart. That's why it's full of rats. That's why it's full of rats. Okay, Dippy's unfortunately getting a little low. Nah, the rats go for the good shit. That's probably true. You know, I don't mind taking now as a time to grind as we try to get some fucking bugs. Listen. I still have a very low odd of getting a Pikachu here. But... all odds are, like, getting it... I'm improving the odds. I probably should have done this backwards, where I went to that route first and then tried to get either a Mankey or a Nidoran in the other route, but that's on me. I forgore. And I can still get Nidoran after the first gem, before Mount Moon. It's still possible. Stealing rolls from the morning delivery box, that's true. We got some sourdough bread and some roast beef lunch meat, so I think I might make myself a roast beef sandwich for lunch. I guess it's after lunch now. I woke up a little bit late because I was out with a friend last night. We were talking in the driveway at 11. I had a couple drinks, so I woke up a little bit later. So, you know, just a night out with the boys. We go to Applebee's. Look, I got up at 1 p.m. I got up at, like, 10. Okay, we got a fucking level 4 Weedle. Let's go. Shout out to Poison Point. Oh, God. Okay. Please do not get poison pointed. Okay, that would have been horrifying and sad. I did not want to lose Hoagie. Oh, shoot. I just realized we only have 2 Pokeballs. Can we catch some? Okay. Off late watching simulated war with the boys and other genders. Valid. Okay, so we got Hoagie, we got Konami, and we got Dip. So obviously we need chips for the dip. Okay. I need to get frickin' Phenomenal Battle. Shit lasted like 2 hours of fighting, hell yeah. Hell frickin' yeah. Alright, please tell... I don't think I can get Pokeballs in this first town. So, we might be a little bit fucked, now that I think about it, because of Hoagie. Bye, Pokeball. We can get Pokeballs. Send that shit to the moon. I'm also going to get 5 antidotes, that way we don't die of poison. 2 hours, like 2 in-game days? Damn. It's like Minecraft. I guess we'll have Dippy out first. You can't say that, Gesafriwa. Uncool. You know, someone from the Na'vi could be watching. I think that's Avatar, right? I love these little, like, splash screens that they have in between areas. It's, like, one of my favorite parts of this game. It's such a weird thing that I genuinely do love. They are the one who broke into Squad's house. Damn. Alright. Fair enough. Alright, Pikachu, let's go. That's not a Pikachu. That's a Weedle. I'm looking up on the Pokemon DB. Pidgey evolves at level 18. That is fucking horrifying. It gets Gust at level 9. That sucks. Ah, damn it, there's poison. Okay. You can't have a war game without a little fake imperialistic patriotism. That's fair. Okay, I just need to immediately frickin' run back to the Pokemon Center because we got unlucky with the poison. This is fine. We're growing those friendship values, which doesn't matter in this game. I don't even know if we get return in this game. Heal my Pokemon, please. Okay. Pikachu. We gotta get a Pikachu. The goal is Pikachu. Not a Caterpie. Not a Caterpie. Please. In fact, give me a shiny Pikachu. Make it even cooler. It's a Caterpie. God damn it. Okay, that's fine. You can't say I didn't try. Chips, dips, hoagie. This is gonna be our girl Click. Alright. Click featuring Adam Sandler. I knew that you'd immediately associate with that. For me, I just always name him Click because of, like, the click noises. Haven't even watched Clicked. Neither have I. But I did pick up something when I was out with the boys last night. I got a copy of the FNAF movie on DVD because it was $10, and I was like, you know, streaming is fucking awful. Now is the time to buy CDs and DVDs, let me tell ya. Caterpie, that means that Dippy can take this on its own, because you won't get poisoned. True. I do love FNAF. I think I've seen a rip of the first movie once, so now I have it properly. Dippy learned Sand Attack, thank God. Sand Attack is unironically... Holy crap, 2 levels in one fight. I mean, that's 3 levels in one fight, actually. Wow. Betty Bazbear. This is true. That's the crossover with Betty Boop when she becomes public domain. Bug Catcher Doug. I think she already is. Is she? Can you look that up? Like, actually look that up. I want to see if we can just steal her now. That would actually be kind of goated. You could have... Yeah, she did this year? Damn, you can make a Betty Boop VTuber now. Think about that. That's honestly kind of an epic thought. Epic movie. About to use another Weedle, which means we just keep swapping. Because Konami doesn't have a chance of Poison Point if they keep using Bubble. That is the whole thing. Kakuna, we don't have to worry about anything with that. We can just keep hitting that repeatedly. Alright, it looks like the next route that we can get an encounter on, we have 10% odds Mankey, 10% odds Jigglypuff, hell yeah. We got 1% odds of a Nidoran female, and we've got 14% odds of Nidoran male. Unfortunately, we have a 35% chance of a Spearow, so that would suck. Because we don't need both a Spearow and a Pidgey, and I would much prefer having a Nidoran. Like, the ones that I would want would be, honestly, like, either of the Nidorans or Mankey. But we got a 15% odd for Nidoran in total. So just gotta be hopeful that we hit 15% instead of 35. Oof. Hold on, actually. Yeah, we should be fine. Okay, I'm actually gonna run back because Konami's a little bit worse for wear. Right now, I'd say the only two members of our team that I think are permanent mainstays for now are going to be Dippy and Konami. Isn't Konami always worse for wear? True. Not incorrect. But we're gonna run it back. We're running it back real quick. And then, luckily, new Castlevania's still out. That is true. But there's also Bloodstained if you want to play Castlevania. And Bloodstained's pretty good. I do think it's funny that Google Stadia's one contribution to society is that they accidentally pushed out an update for Bloodstained that included cut content of a Journey crossover. And then it evaporated into the aether, and there's nothing left of it. Have it somewhere in Epic? Hell yeah. It's very unlikely. We're probably going to end up with either a Zubat or a Geodude in Mount Moon. I kind of want to see if we can go to the bottom before that and get a Paris, just because having a Grass-type Pokemon would be nice. But I guess we are going into the immediately after Mount Moon, you have Oddish available. So that's a pretty good one. Zubat is pretty decent, at least. Golbat is pretty decent, I will admit. I do like Golbat, Zubat, and Crobat. You can't get Crobat in this game until you've already beaten the game, unfortunately. And Zubat doesn't get a lot by level up in this game. The most that they're going to get by level up is Wing Attack, and then you teach it Fly. Like, it's not terrible, but it's mainly just it's a way of countering grass types, more than anything. I mean, to be fair, Geodude isn't bad either, but basically, our two options in Mount Moon are both limited by, they're both limited by fucking not being able to evolve that easily, because, you know, Crobat we can't get, and Golem would require me to, like, convince a real-life person I know to get this and then trade with me. Which, you know, not the easiest sell. This is why I wish there were physical versions of this, because I can just borrow someone else's Switch to trade with. Because I have family members with Switches, but they don't play Pokemon. Hello, Kakuna. You get to be free XP for me. The Namtembo Sminch. Exactly. You understand. Did you know that Pokemon evolved? This is true. Uncommon knowledge from Bugcatcher Charlie. Wonder if these games have to be 18 plus in the UK again because of the gambling? That's a good question. I genuinely don't know the answer to that. Bop. So, do I want to go back to fight our rival, or just continue forward? Hello, Vibrant Toucan. Welcome. What's my team? We currently have Dippy the Pidgey, Konami the Squirtle, Hoagie the Rattata, hold on, I can't remember what the Weedle and the Caterpie are. We'll see in a second. Damn, no Nidoran. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. I was hoping to get a Nidoran as well. I was also hoping to get a Pikachu, but it didn't work out so well. Chips and Click. Alright. We still have an opportunity for both of those. But, you know, Nidoran can happen in the next route. %15 chance of Nidoran versus a 35% chance on Spearow. It's not the greatest odds in the world, I'll be honest. At the very least, we have a guaranteed Magikarp. And yeah, I'm gonna go back and fight our rival just for experience and money. Completely optional rival fight. Let's go. I'm not letting our starter die to poison. I refuse. Not fucking happening. Plus, walking back, we always have the odds for a shiny, which would be freaking cool. and more opportunities to train up Hoagie, since, you know, Caterpie we can fight without issue. We can fight at least 3 out of the 5 things that we can encounter here, we can fight without issue. The main issue is just potential Pikachu, which we'll probably just run from if it's not shiny, and then also Weedle, just because Poison Point and such. Poison is an early game killer. Truly is. I love Nidoran. Nidorina is one of my favorite Pokemon. I also really like Nidorino and Nidoking and Nidoqueen, obviously. I don't know why. I think just because I always saw Nidorina in the Safari Zone as a kid, I was just like, hell yeah, I like this one. Where did you get the... Is that a Pikachu on your icon? I can't quite see on Streamlabs. Because I would not mind having that. That would be nice to have. You get it from Twitch drops? Damn. I don't know how to... Is it from, like, the Pokemon channel itself? Get rewards by purchasing or gifting subscriptions while they're in Fire Red Leaf Green. Oh. Gotcha. I don't have a way to freely subscribe right now, so that is not going to be something that I get right now. Alright, Fire. Let's go. Oh shoot, your Pidgey is also level 9. Huh. Well, I guess mine's level 12 now, so mine would be stronger, but I'm saving that for your Bulbasaur. Also, we randomized the starter. Like, it was a we rolled a 1 through 9, and we landed on Squirtle. Just to clarify... I'm going to very quickly heal because I don't want to potentially lose our starter. Just because we can get a Gyarados very soon doesn't mean I particularly want to have to get a Gyarados. We all make those mistakes, Gessapina. We all do. Happens to all of us. When I did an X and Y Nuzlocke before, basically my entire team was swept by the one Lucario fight, where you fight 2 Lucarios from the gym leader. And I was carried by Prismo the Mr. Mime beyond that point. They were the best. And I will always love Mr. Mime for that. If we get an Abra after, if we get an Abra in the route right past Cerulean, I'm trading that for a Mr. Mime. Gilgamesh didn't get to evolve, damn. Unfortunate for everyone involved. Namely Gilgamesh, because they're dead. Rip to a real one. Unfortunately, from what I've heard, it doesn't seem that the one, like, area in this game that you're supposed to be able to catch, like, the... what's it called? Like, the Johto Pokemon, like the Altered Cave or Shifting Cave or something. Apparently, they still did not update that. They did update it so you can get the Lugia, Ho-Oh, and Deoxys events, but you cannot get stuff in the Altered Cave. But that means that most likely when they re-release Emerald this year... Hello, Pikachu. I would have loved to have you. That would have been really nice. Unfortunately, they weren't shiny either. Crap, what was it that I was thinking? They'll probably have the Mew event if they re-release Emerald this year. Which they probably will, given the fact that people have looked and there are already IDs for Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald in the emulator they're using for this. I need to find an Enkidu to avenge him. I don't know what you're referring to here, I'll be honest. And yes, I am Epic of Gilgamesh first story. Well, I've not read the Epic of Gilgamesh, I'm sorry. Also, I'm training up Hoagie the rat because our two main Pokemon right now are very weak to electric. So we need to have something that doesn't get one shot by electric types. Wait a minute. There's an item there. I've just recalled. No. Stop this. I'm not worried about y'all Caterpies. Not right now. Just remembered there are items. There are items to be found. Yep. I'm a genius. I'm the smartest woman alive. And this is a continuation of the earlier route, so we don't get an encounter here. We just keep on moving. I believe up here there's something as well. Yep. Watch my knowledge of this game just continuously help me. Okay, swapping in Konami. We're just gonna sweep with Konami. Started off with a myth theme for my Pokemon, but by Pokemon 3 I already ran out of names. There's a lot of myths, though. Ran out of fitting these? Okay, that's fair. Sandshrew! We love Sandshrew. It's a shame they learn literally nothing by level up, but they are a cool Pokemon. Alright. Hey, Brock. We got this. Through the power of spamming Bubble. Gilgamesh, the king of Uruk, and the first hero of the Atos, the eagle who eats Prometheus' liver every day. Luckily, Onyx is kind of not the greatest, so I'm not really that concerned with this fight. I'd say that, honestly, this first gym, as long as you have a water or grass-type Pokemon or Nidoran, you're kinda set. Like, if you have, like, Nidoran, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur, you're kinda, like, the more difficult fight is the rival fight right before this. So... Oh, I could have had Water Gun for this. Oh well. Get rid of Tail Whip. We don't really need it. I had a Water type in the Rock Gym and he died anyway. Yeah, but that's probably because it was fucking Cranidos, and Cranidos is goated. TM39, we got Rock Tomb. He is a bastard. Yes! Cranidos is strong as shit. Like, that being the first gym in Diamond and Pearl is kind of both awesome and crazy, because it is genuinely just really strong. Like, if you do not, like, withdraw a whole bunch as Turtwig beforehand, like, you're gonna struggle a bit. Alright. Please no Spearow in the next route. That's all I hope for. Let's grab some potions. Damn. It's not really as much as I would have liked. Fuck it. I guess I'll just grab potions. I might as well. Shoot, I should have saved and let myself get the Magikarp. I'm a dingus. Is that, 500 Pokédollars, though? That might not be that hard to get afterwards. I now need to check if I've screwed myself out of my Magikarp that I need. It's 500. Okay, good. I can probably get that back. And yes, I will always get the Magikarp because Gyarados is just always strong. Before anything, though, I'm going to try to get my next encounter. That way I don't, like, spend a whole bunch of XP on just Rattata. Like, if I can get a Nidoran, which is the goal, like, that would be phenomenal. I really don't want to get a Spearow. That would really not be ideal for us. Like, I do like Spearow, and in fact I like Spearow more than I like Pidgey. But, like, we already have a Pidgey, so I don't want a Spearow right now, you know? If we do have to end up with a Spearow, I'll probably just sit and grind here for a moment and get, like, our bugs to be their last evolutions, just because it would help. I wouldn't mind a Jigglypuff too much. Like, I do love Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. They are some of my favorite Pokemon. They're not the greatest, and in a Nuzlocke, I would 100% prefer having a Nidoking or a Nidoqueen. But, you know, one of those things where I will not complain. It's still better than Spearow. I don't know why I was drawing into the bag. The good news is Konami does kind of sweep the next area. Kind of just like Pidgey swept the forest. Konami kind of sweeps the cave. Yeah, we already have 380. We are going to have 500 before the Magikarp. So that's good. I'm a little bit concerned about Misty's gym because we don't have anything super effective against it right now. And we'll only have, like, that one route to train if we do get an Oddish. That's fine, that's still a minute away. theoretically, we can get a Paris in this frickin' cave. Be difficult, but we could. And Paris isn't specifically, like, a good, but we would have Bullet Seed to teach it. Do we get by you? We do not. Okay. That is fine. Route 205 and Windworks are considered separate, so I get 2 encounters. Hell yeah. Good for you. Oh, whoops. Meant to hit Gust. We're not that far off of getting a Pidgeotto, which would be incredibly nice. I think I'm following the rules right anyway. I mean, what are the rules you've been going by? Because Nuzlocks can be kind of, you know... They're a bit up to interpretation. You know, you get 1 encounter per route. It's always the first one. Sorry. 1 encounter per route, first encounter, that's the one it is. If something dies, it's dead. Entirely vibes-based. Well, we got a Mankey. Well, could be worse. You know, it is in fact better than, it is in fact better than getting the alternative, Son Goku. Okay, let's see. Tackle shouldn't kill you. It's only 35 power. Well, never mind. There goes Mankey. Alright, well. That's fine. There's that fucking bird that I hate. Orberg Tunnel, separate to the route it was on, despite the map saying it is. You're sometimes you make sometimes you get options like that where you're just like, that doesn't make sense. It's kind of dealer's choice is the best way to describe it. Okay, I'm going to attempt to get to the 2nd floor as fast as possible to get a Paris. And also, no, running in this game does not make it more or less likely to find Pokemon. That only got added in Gen 4. Let's fucking go! I told you, I'm a genius! The map is wrong, I am right. Correct! Oh, let's fucking go. It's my boy. It's him. The one, the only, it's Denmark! Fuck yeah, dude. I love this Pokemon so fucking much. The one Pokemon that has a 5 times weakness! Or 6 times. Or 8 times. I don't know about the math of it. Okay, we can teach this Bullet Seed, and I will teach this Bullet Seed. I am so fucking happy. I know I'm the one single person who likes this Pokemon, but I don't care. Like, it unironically does make me happy to have this. Try and not kill the Buizel. You got this. I believe in you. See, we could have gotten a Zubat, and in my opinion, that would have been worse. Because we already have a poison type with Weedle. Killed the Buizel. No! Hey, it happens to all of us. Okay, give me this fucking Bullet Seed TM, we got this. Because there are other grass types that we can get in this game. Namely, we could get Execute, which I could always just teach Giga Drain. And, Oddish, which theoretically I should be able to get more moves by level up on that one, but I think only if I... Hold on. Regardless, Oddish does get actual, like... It will have Petal Dance at the very least. Yeah, Petal Dance at 39 on Oddish. Ooh. Yeah, it doesn't... A lot of things don't exactly learn moves in this game. It's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. As much as I'd love to be stingy with my TMs here, I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be reasonable, I think. Team is so questionable right now. I mean, so is mine. My girl, Denmark. I love Paris so much. You up there. There, I'm not even gonna give myself a chance to think about using that TM like that. Magikarp, of course. You get to be Flippy. Okay. The question is, with Magikarp, do we keep the Weedle or the Caterpie on the team? Honestly, I think Caterpie is probably a little bit better than Weedle, because theoretically I could evolve that into something that has Psychic-type moves. I'm not going to, but I could. Also, there is going to be berries on the ground anytime you see that patch of, grass. Alright. Well, now we can go back and fight all the people around here. Jigglypuff. Level 14. Jesus. I was gonna let Denmark stay in. That's a bit too much, I think. That's double our level. Let's not do that. Add a personal rule if I have to fight every trainer. Yeah, that's a good rule. I think a lot of people do that as well. Not a requirement by any means, but it is always nice. One rule that I've done with some Nuzlocks I have done in the past is, I'm only allowed to change team members if I get that team, like a team member I want to replace, if they die or if they, or if I get them to their max evolution. I got 3 empty slots now. What is your team currently? Because I know you have, in Staravia. Refuse to catch duplicates. Yep, that's Dupe's Clause. You're allowed that. There's also Species Clause, so if you encounter something, like, you have a Bidoof and a Geodude, so if you encounter a Bibarel, you don't have to catch that. That's why I prefer Species to Dupe's Clause, because it makes things a little bit easier. People are weird with the Nidoran line on Dupe's Clause, because theoretically that should be under Species, even though they are, like, they are designated as 2 different family trees, but it's both the fucking Nidoran line, I'm sorry. Just because it's programmed differently because it's in Gen 1 doesn't mean, I've been going by the rules. If I get a dupe, I'm fucked on that route. I don't recommend that. That's less fun, to be honest. Not wearing shorts? What's wrong with you? I am wearing shorts. Fuck you. Have some encounters to get then. Once again, everyone Nuzlocks differently. Personally, I prefer to have more options for encounters and have more opportunities to use different Pokemon. Part of the appeal of doing Nuzlocks is using Pokemon you normally wouldn't. At least for me. Though, once again, everyone does Nuzlocks differently. It's all fucking Lost fanfic. Damn, everything on this route is super effective against Denmark. We just gotta keep swapping out. Oh, whoops, I should be using Water Gun. Having more than 3 Pokemon makes my life easier. That's true. I do recommend training up the Bidoof, though, because Bibarel is unironically quite good. Some people also have rules of, like, oh, you can only use so many Pokemon before you get a certain amount of gym badges and stuff. I think some of those rules are fun, but today I just wanted to do a very basic Nuzlocke. I'll use as many Pokemon as I can catch before a gym. Yeah, me too. Well, I've now fought everyone on these routes, which means I can go in. question is, do I want to train up a little bit beforehand? I don't know. I mean, like, theoretically, it would be nice to have other things right now, but I suppose I will grind if it becomes a necessity. I think that is fair. Regardless, time to hop on into Mount Moon, start fighting some people. Weedle, okay. Never mind, I can't be bothered to walk all the way back for these encounters. No, walk backwards, you increase friendship, and then your Bibral's return will be strong as shit. Or your Staravia or Staraptor's return would be incredibly strong. Think about that. That's base 102 damage on Staraptor. Think about it. Think about it. I'll just win. Fair enough. Theoretically, we should be able to kill this with Bullet Seed. Yep, okay. That is good. That is very good. Iris with her Clefairy. Alright. Guess we go for Konami for this. Oh my god. That is doing like 0 damage. I'm gonna go for Dippy. I guess that makes sense, because I think you have a higher special defense and defense stat. Oh my god, that's still... Oh god, do not... That was a hefty crit. Oh my god. Encore, I can deal with that. That's fine. We good. We're fine. Did not die to a Clefairy. And yes, I know the way to get through all of this, but I'm collecting items and fighting trainers and such for the all-important XP. Denmark needs to be able to take on this next gym. Where the hell is this key? I don't remember. This is the one that's, like, in front of the Galactic building, right? That should be... There's going to be a Team Galactic grunt either... I believe it's either in front of the building itself, or it's in the warehouse, and you have to fight a dude to get it first. Oh, the meadow. The meadow. Yeah, you go into the meadow to fight him. Sorry, not... I forgot you were at the Valley Windworks, not the Galactic HQ. Oh look, a bug type. You can beat those. Because you have a Star Reactor. Staravia. Come on, Denmark, hit all 5. Okay, 3 isn't terrible. That's still better than 2. I can't believe you'll swap your Pokemon. That's so fucked up. Damn it, not Supersonic. Come on, Konami. Konami, you're always confused. It's fine, you got this. And true, we swap back into Denmark. Denmark will take on the world. Atos refused to succumb to confusion, quick attacked anyway. Hell yeah. You love to see it. Rattata. No meadow. Yeah, there's... You don't encounter Pokemon in the meadow unless you have honey, then you can honey tree. Enough for now, considering the Switch is at 6%. Damn. Well, I wish you good luck with the continuation of your Nuzlocke in the future. Damn, I really need to head back and heal. Another great thing about Paris is the fact that I do in fact have Stun Spore now. That is going to be very nice for catching things. This is where I have to fight Mars, isn't it? Sure is. One of the hardest fights in that game. Train the fuck up prior. Else you will get swept by a Perugly. I must simply be fast and strong. I have rollout that might help. Alright. Defense curl rollout does more damage, by the way. Hidden mechanic, that is actually a thing. If you use defense curl before rollout, it boosts its power. God damn it. Stun Spore. I need to run back immediately. Fuck, I think I swapped it for Harden. Why? They both do the same thing. Defense curl just has more utility in one specific situation. To be fair, I don't know if it learns both defense curl and harden, so I think you're fine. Run, please. I have no idea how this game actually works, I just press buttons. That's fair. I don't think anyone would blame you. It does. Huh. Interesting. Maybe it was Bidoof with defense. Ah, that's possible. They also learn rollout. Don't sneak up on me. Bro, you are the one who snuck up on me. This is gonna be a problem. Okay. Special defense harshly fell. That is a problem. Alright, Steel and Electric, this with confusion moves. Okay, This is about as bad as it could possibly be for our team right now. Oh! We have encountered a problem. Okay. Okay, I'm thinking. Shoot, we might have to let go of Hoagie here. Okay. You know what? Okay. I'm letting Click die. Click is going to be a necessary sacrifice here. Because I need a clean switch into something else. Okay. Here's the plan. Dippy, Sand Attack. Oh, 6%. Okay. Special defense being down is not good. Okay. Well. I'm sorry, Hoagie, but Magikarp has a higher chance of being good in the future. Okay. Tail Whip you. Tail Whip you again. Okay, it only used Tackle. We have a chance here. We have a chance of keeping Hoagie alive. I'm getting this thing to -6 defense, and I'm just going to try to hit it. Oh god, if this dude has multiple of these, we're literally fucked. Like... Alright. Alright, we crit it. We're good. We're coming out of this one alive. Good fucking work, Hoagie. Voltorb, we can deal with one of those. Okay. You will not have self-destruct yet. I'm 100% sure. The rat never dies. Yeah, honestly, after that, I'm feeling like, I'm feeling like we might need to do a little bit of grinding, because that's not the most, not the most fun thing to experience right there. But at the same time, we are, like, half our team is over-leveled or on par, like... My god frickin' damn. Just had really bad matchups? Yep. What I might do is, I might get our Weedle caught up with the rest of the team instead of just leaving it at nothing. I think that might be a good idea. It's like, I don't think Dippy or Konami really need levels, but I think leveling up the Rattata and leveling up the Weedle is not a bad option. I think that's completely fair. And probably leveling up the magic heart, but god damn it, that would take too long. Alright. One death, we good. These things happen. Alright, chips. Sorry, Click. Someone needed to go. So you get to rest on the beach for eternity. Noble sacrifice. Sometimes sacrifices must be made, and, like, considering the fact, like, we had a Squirtle and a Pidgey, and, like, there was no good option against a electric steel type, let's be for real. That just wasn't gonna happen. So for right now, I guess, real quick, before we continue on, I'm gonna quickly grind up Weedle to be a Beedrill. We have no fire type, and we have no ground type, and we have no fighting type. Could have had a fighting type, that one was my mistake, but, you know. These things happen. So I'm just gonna grind here for a minute, just so I can get the entire team up to, like, level 15. Nothing but Zubats, apparently. Alright. All Zubat. Maybe I should train outside instead of here, but I was like, oh, Geodude aren't bad for levels. Honestly, the Zubats kinda are. These things love hitting Stun Spore. There's the Nidoran. Literally 1% odds to get this one. God damn it. I wish we got this instead of the Mankey. But yeah, I guess right now I'm going to attempt to get a shiny Nidoran while grinding. That is not very good XP, actually, now that I look at it. It was better against the Zubats, damn. Okay. Whatever. Could we please get the Geodudes? That way this would go slightly faster. Like, this is stupid. I'm gonna go into the basement and hope that I get a shiny Clefairy. Please do not hit Stun Spore. I would really appreciate no Stun Spore. Thank you. Okay, this is good. This is gonna be better to grind on. Thank God. Yay, Kakuna. Soon we will have a Beedrill, and that will be good. Having Pokemon that are actually... Having more Pokemon instead of relying upon the same two is probably better. That's probably why we were in a bad situation to begin with. So, we're fine now. Well, not fine now, but we have learned from the mistakes. Plus, by the time we're done grinding, we're probably going to have a War Turtle and a Pidgeotto, so that'll be nice. Could have sworn there was a hidden knight over there, but nope. Damn it. These things love using Stun Spore. It's their favorite thing. But I guess we can't get poisoned, which is nice. Just a little bit annoying. Still no shiny Clefairy, SMH. Are casino strats allowed in Nuzlocks? What do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean? What does casino strats imply? Gamble for entertaining? Yeah, that's allowed. I think some people don't allow it, but, like, technically speaking, if you are, like, it counts as either a static Pokemon or an encounter. You just get a chance to choose what it is. These people are nerds? Yeah, that's correct. Nice. Damn, our attacks... It's adamant, no wonder. We do have an adamant frickin' rat. That's pretty good. I just realized they updated it so that X and Y are select and start. That's awesome. Radamant. This is true. Clefairy! I wish you were shiny, that way I could get you. And then I could have a frickin', a frickin' shiny Clefable. And Clefable learns a lot of good moves. Like, through TM. Ah, shoot. I'm stuck in Poison Powder now. That's fine. We're honestly probably doing more through that than we were with, Bullet Seed anyway, so we're fine. Damn, that is a long frickin' encore. Okay, not bad experience overall. 50 ain't bad. I want everything that isn't our Magikarp up to level 15. That is the goal. Yay, Beedrill! I am a fan of this Pokemon. Probably not as big of a fan as I am of Butterfree, but you know, can't always have your Caterpies survive. Me when the bees have drilled. True. It is accurate. It's only hitting Fury Attack 2 times. Chips is actually terrible. I can't believe this. Okay, unironically, for now, I think we're probably going to be good because we have our War Turtle, so I think we're fine now. I don't think we have to go all the way to level 15 for everything just yet. By the way, there is actually audio, right? I did test before the stream, but I never, like... I've never checked in with y'all to make sure that it's actually, like, going through for everything. Audio's good? Fantastic. Glad to hear it. Oh, rare candy. That'll be helpful. Honestly, right now, Magikarp's on the team just to be a sack Pokemon. After we get to Cerulean, like, the first thing I'm going to do is put it in the daycare to get XP while we're walking around. Because the thing is, like, even if we leave it in there and leave it past level 20... as soon as it evolves into Gyarados, like, you just teach it Surf and Strength and you're good. Like, that's all that really matters on it. Like, people forget how good, frickin'... Oh, I should have swapped out to Denmark here. Oh, well. Also kind of just wanted to see the War Turtle back sprite. Yeah. People don't realize how good, like, Gyarados' special attack stat is, honestly. Like, it's not bad at all. Like, obviously it has a great attack stat, but it's not a slouch on the special side either. Because early Pokemon games actually gave you, like, options on how you, set up a Pokemon. instead of having 2 stats. Instead of it just being like, oh, all attack and all defense, or all special attack, all speed. No, they actually, like, put in effort to, like, make sure you could use it with a multitude of moves and builds, instead of just having the entire thing dictated for you instantly. That is my major issue with modern Pokemon, is that they have made everything, like, designed too clearly around a competitive design, as opposed to just having it be, you know, like, having different options. This thing is, options are nice, and I don't know why people don't agree with that. The one time, like, there's too many options in one thing, and that is namely, there are too many options when it comes to how many Pokemon are on early routes in new games, and especially in, like, ROM hacks. Somehow designed competitively and as easy as possible. Yeah. I personally prefer when you have Pokemon with weird stat spreads, because it gives you more options to do more with them. Like, I don't think you should be locked into one stat. That's my take on it. Okay, we should have an evolved, Pidgeotto now. Let's frickin' go. Yay! You know, I never realized how much this one really does look like a chicken. Like, straight up, they look very chicken-esque. Okay. More going down. That way we can get more items. Thief! The one of very few Dark-type moves in this game, because we don't have any naturally occurring Dark-types. Thief you primarily teach to Abra if you catch it in the area past Cerulean. That way you can use it immediately and not have to worry on switch training. Ether? I thought that was a Moonstone. Damn. Oh well. Pulling a big job here. What's your job here? I don't think it's ever, like, is it just looking for fossils? Because, like, you don't have a guy to revive those. Are you just, like, selling fossils? I guess that's not even, like, an illegal thing. Like, I don't think anyone's got any jurisdiction over that. Like, yeah, I guess it would be the Mafia, like, digging fossils. But, like, I guess there's a lot worse things the Mafia could be doing. Whoops, I did not mean to use Poison Sting. I meant to use Fury Attack. Oh, that didn't do that bad because of the crit. Alright. Still would have been better to hit it with a crit Fury Attack. That's fine, though. Okay. Hitting all 5? Alright, I respect that. Chips, you're doing some good work already. Gotta respect it. Did I come to explore the cave? Yeah, kinda. It's also necessary for progression. I don't think anything that we have is able to learn Mega Kick or Mega Punch now that I think about it. That kinda stinks. I think War Turtle can, but, like, I don't want to teach it to that because, like, it gets actual moves by level up. Let's see what Jippy's back sprite looks like. Hell yeah. Bird. Oh. Yes, rock types for us to fight. Denmark has been deprived of the levels that they need. They're only 11 levels away from evolving, and I would not mind having a Parasect before going into this water-type gem. Goodbye, Onyx. The bullet seeds, they're too strong for you. Damn, couldn't even get to level 15 off of that. That's a shame. And the Denmark level up time. Yippee! And just check and make sure. No Moonstone, that's a shame. Okay, I think, I'm gonna quickly check, next route, once again, we have a high chance of Spearow. We got a good chance for Ekans, and a 5% odds of Mankey, so good to know. Just wanted to check, because I hadn't. No, I guess Denmark can probably take on Paris itself now. Alright, effects work, damn it. Do we have a Paralyze heal? I hope we do. We do have one. I won't use it immediately. In case we run into something, we will. Oh, actually, I'm looking at it again. Paris evolves at level 24. So that's considerably better, actually. Even if it is just one level better, it's... Any amount better is better. That's my take on it. And I'm looking at it, it looks like the only moves that we're going to get on Paris are later on, like Giga Drain at 51 and Slash at 35. So we're probably going to teach it, it's probably going to be our cut guy. It's probably going to be our cut guy. Though we do have a Rattata, so I guess, we'll see. It's honestly quite satisfying to finally be able to use a Paris and, like, in like a normal run. Because I only ever have used it in Soul Link. And obviously it's one of our Soul Link staples, but it's always nice. It's like seeing an old friend, but I haven't really had an opportunity to use a Paris like this before. So it does, in fact, make me happy. Because it's an underrated Pokemon that deserves more. And luckily we got Effect Spore and not Dry Skin. That's way better. Damn, that didn't even... Scratch isn't even doing half bad. That's, like, kinda crazy. I'm still checking the next few routes to check and see if we'll be able to find anything that evolves through the Moonstone. And honestly, no, it looks like we're kinda limited in the next few routes. Ah, well. I'm not even joking, I'm actually kind of surprised I have not encountered a shiny yet, because typically I have been getting quite good shiny luck over my past few playthroughs, and the fact that I've played this for around, like, 2.5 hours now and I have not run into one is kind of strange at this point. This is not meaning to, like, brag or anything, it's just, huh, how bizarre. Can we please leave? I do not want to be in against you. Anti-Stramerican. Damn it, I didn't mean to use it on Dippy. I mean, to be fair, that did actually restore about 20 for him. Whatever. I'm guessing you mean anti-streamer luck, then? When... you know what, I'm not even gonna bother asking when you've typed the word Stramerican like that. Rather bizarre. I haven't. Ha. Whatever. I have no idea how that happened. Fair enough. I assume my sleeve did something. Ah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, and free moonstone on this rock. Oh hey, Clefairy. Why can't you be shiny? It would be so nice if you were shiny and just, like, gave me a free encounter. Like, that would be so sick. So why aren't you? Why are your ears not green? Fucked up and evil moments. I wish I got a shiny Clefairy, that way I could have an immediate shiny Clefable with these moonstones. So mean. And fucked up and evil. Okay, this dude is... I think you might have a Magnemite, but I'm not sure. I do think we have a better chance of beating a Magnemite now, though. So... You have a Grimer. Okay. Damn. There goes my water gun. Well, we still have Bubble, so... Don't matter. Poison gas. Damn. Well, I'll clear up the poison after... Huh. I can just water gun you and you'll be gone, and then I can get rid of the poison. Voltorb. Should be fine to just Denmark this one. Charge. Well. You do not have self-destruct yet, I don't think. It would really suck if you did, but I'm pretty sure you don't. Let me check. You only get self-destruct at 27. Okay. We're chillin'. Coughing. Interesting. I guess we swap into Dippy. God damn. Okay. 2 different poison gas Pokemon. Only did 6 damage, so that's not too big a deal. Yeah, the poison is literally doing more than its tackle. That's fine. Denmark grew to level 17. Let's frickin' go. Yes, I want the Helix Fossil because you only get so many Rock-type moves in this game. So having the special attacker is a better option than having the physical attacker. Also, I just remembered, poison deaths don't frickin' count outside of battle, duh. So I don't really care if I have poison on him. I am curious. Let's see, what Pokemon can learn Mega Punch? Only Konami. And Mega Kick, let's see. Only Konami. Yeah, I'm not doing that right now. Maybe later, guys, but no. Not right now. TMO5 Roar, we can just immediately sell that. Because in future games they removed the dying by poison outside of battle, we just do not count those, because if it doesn't count in the future games, why would it count here? Let's go get our encounter. I know some people are super, like, if you poison death outside of battle in these older games, some people count that. I don't see a reason to, personally, because they decided, hey, that's a pretty annoying mechanic. Let's remove it in future games. So if we have retconned that out of existence, then why would I particularly care? Okay, Mankey again. Alright, take 2 on Mankey. I will take Mankey instead of Magikarp. And then, because I'm pretty sure they lead with Pidgeotto, so I guess I'll lead with Konami, deal with that, and then we'll swap later. Another rare candy, let's flip and go. Oh, we get Dig here too. It would have been so nice to get Dig on a Nidoking or a Nidoqueen. God. Hey, your Pidgeotto should not be evolved yet. That's fucked up and evil. Good work, Konami. Something that has not been said in a very long time. Bulbasaur, okay, we switch out into Dippy. The bird. Bird time. Abra. I think honestly I'm gonna... I guess I'll go for Hoagie. I'll get some extra frickin' XP on you. Though actually, I don't know, because I'm probably going to swap around the team for the next gym after Misty. Like, we're gonna want a Diglett, obviously, and we can get a Drowsy in the next route, too, which would be really goated. So... you know, we have options for Pokemon, essentially. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not sure if we're gonna keep... not sure if we're gonna keep Hoagie on the team. Probably going to not end up keeping Chips on the team. But... by the way, why is there a 2024 next to your name? Because it's now been 2 years since then. Whoa! Okay! Okay, Denmark almost died, but luckily Denmark is the GOAT. And Denmark refuses to die. Oh my god. Bro, if you killed Denmark, I would have hopped into the game and beat your ass. Nugget Bridge. It's a shame we aren't playing normally. Because I could just get infinite money here if I kept losing. So yeah, if you want to get a Dratini in this game, the easiest way to do it is to die on Nugget Bridge 1,000 times and get 5 million nuggets. I will say, focusing primarily on just like 3 Pokemon to train has been very good early on. Having extra levels early on is really nice. I'm putting frickin' poison powder back on. I don't care if you got shed skin. It's the easiest way to take care of you. Because I do not want to swap out into Pidgeotto. I want Denmark to get as much frickin' XP as possible. I want them to be level 24 before the next gym. God damn it. Okay, I guess I'll just work through this. Damn, I have to swap because that would probably kill me. Like, it's not gonna one-shot unless it crits, but, like, just to be careful. Alright. It's been like 3 hours, so I think I'm gonna call it here and we'll pick it up tomorrow. I'm also getting quite hungry, so I'm probably gonna go get dinner. So, lots of love. Thanks for hanging out, and, talk to you later.